I'm getting non-stop calls, death calls, like F you and kill yourself.
They're now at a 1.8. The comedy club dropped to a 1.8 in one day.
I'm at school and I get a text from a random number being like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but the Hollywood Comedy Club posted your number to their website.
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here, but let's go back to the beginning. So 2 weeks ago, this video would be uploaded on YouTube made by the Caligari sisters. And at first, it seemed like a regular video, which it was. It was them going to an open mic and writing each other's script. But it was what happened later in the video that would change everything. They vlogged for a couple of minutes before entering the place, and when they walked in, they even got compliments.
I expected one sad person, not four attractive people.
And the video was actually going great and they were having fun together watching other people perform. But when it came time for them to perform, they were told that they couldn't because there was no more time. And after a couple of minutes of going back and forth, they were actually able to go up and perform. Then, after all of the sisters and Noah finished their sets and were about to leave, they were asked if they were leaving, and they said yeah and complimented his performance. He then replied with a quote-unquote, "You're in a lot of position to talk a lot of crap."
Y'all bouncing?
We will, but we really enjoyed your set you had earlier. It was amazing.
You're
Very
in a
funny.
position to talk a lot of shit.
I'm sorry?
Y'all are in a position to talk a lot of shit. Wow.
Is that what?
Is that right? Do you think that went remotely as good as you think it went?
The fact that this is the same video the Hollywood Comedy's manager or owner watched and was like, yeah, it's totally their fault. They should delete the video and apologize. Before this video gets any more complicated, I would just like to clearly state that I am on the sisters' side because from what I've watched in the video, it seemed like it was the staff and just the crowd's rude behavior towards them that really made the big impact on the reviews of the club. This video explains perfectly what happened with the club's rating.
But I went to find this club's reviews on Google because I was like, they put the name of the club in the video. I was like, they're doomed. Oh, good Lord. I found all the reviews. The reviews from 2 months back were all 5 stars. People were really happy with it. So I'm assuming they had a pretty high rating, at least a 4 point something, right? They're now at a 1.8. The comedy club dropped to a 1.8 in one day. Okay, and a lot of these reviews are from minutes ago. I don't know when this video got posted, but it was sometime today. So y'all are wild. You just destroyed this whole business. Like I said, I don't disagree. I'm not disagreeing, but oh my God.
And then a couple of days later, the owner of the club ended up making a response video to the threats that were being sent to her and her staff. This video that is playing in the background is basically a short form explanation of the whole drama, and it was posted on TikTok, but it did kind of mask the girls as ignorant teenagers who just walked into a business and ruined it for no reason. It also said how they were being obnoxious and only highlighted the accusations being made against them, and not once did they try to defend the sisters, but made it seem like the business owners were the one in the right and the sisters were the ones in the wrong. And although I understand why the business owner wants them to private or delete the video so that more people don't get access to it and send bad reviews or more threats, but asking for an apology when your staff was the one harassing them is absolutely diabolical in my opinion. But turns out the business owner herself isn't as nice as she seems because she put a minor's phone number out on her website and refused to delete it unless given an apology.
This comedy club literally leaked my number. So if you guys know the Caligari sisters, you know they went to a comedy club in Hollywood and they had a really bad experience there where they were super rude and making super weird jokes towards them. So after I seen that video, I wanted to call them to see if they had anything to say. So I called them one time and they didn't answer and they left it at that. And then the next day I completely forgot about it and I was at school because I'm a minor, mind you. Anyways, I'm at school and I get a text from a random number being like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but the Hollywood Comedy Club posted your number to their website. And I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck, what do you mean? So I go to their website and I go to the evidence page and there's a whole row of numbers. There's probably 9 there, so it's not a lot. One of them being my number. I did cover them only because I'm not just going to put it out there, but it's out there anyways. But yeah, look at all these numbers that they leaked. They just posted this without it uncolored. Anyways, I've gotten multiple calls today and multiple texts being like, hey, your number got leaked. So I emailed the comedy club and I basically was just like, hey, I'm a minor, take this shit down. And then they responded back to me saying, okay, we'll take it down if you post an apology video. Do I look like a fucking influencer to you? Look at this shit. Anyways, and I responded to that email basically being like, I'm not gonna apologize, why would I do that? But yeah, basically I think it's so fucking unprofessional, a grown-ass woman with a child doing this to minors. Multiple of them are numbers got leaked.
Imagine someone didn't know what was going on and they just called to do an open mic only to find out that their number's been leaked and they're being told to apologize for something they didn't even know about. Plus, the business owner was doing this to minors. So imagine what could have happened if the wrong person got a hold of their number. This seems pretty messed up to me. But since the Calagera sisters have a lot of haters, they're probably already gonna defend the business not even knowing what happened. So I will leave it up to you guys with all the information that you've learned from this video to decide whose side you're on. And until next time, bye.
If the sun refused to shine